Hey guys, today I have some new coins and I also have a challenge for you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this in a moment. But before we do, we have a half sovereign and a full sovereign. So this is a Young Victoria. Quite nice condition as always. Looking at the hairline, seeing some good detail. And yeah, doesn't look to be cleaned or polished or dinged. So we are happy to add one of those to the stack. It is an 1876. On these, the mint mark would be below the base of the neck, but no mint mark. So that will be a London sovereign. And then we have a half sovereign, still not a 1926 SA. So this is a 1913 London sovereign. Now, I've calculated that there are 16 George V half sovereigns. So that is obviously George V there, 16 different dates and mint marks. So for example, there might be London, Sydney, Melbourne in the same year. That would count as one each. So I think there's 16 in total, which doesn't sound too difficult. But if you've seen the recent videos, you'll see how much trouble I'm having getting the 1926 SA half. So we'll be on fourth time lucky when I've come up with another one. The seller that I had the 1925 that was a mistake, he sold me this one at a low price as well. So this one effectively was like spot price, or actually a little bit less at the time, to make up for obviously sending me the wrong coin, which was very nice of him. So anyway, on to today's video. My challenge for you is also going to apply to me. I'm going to do it too. And what we're going to aim for is one more coin next year. So we're talking a bonus coin, and we're going to make it so pretty much everyone who's watching the video could probably do this. Maybe if, you know, budget's really tight, you might have to just tweak it a little bit. Maybe if you're having a good year, you can do something different. But the idea of this is that we can have it to run along anything we're already doing, and it's just an extra. So in the UK at the moment, spot price is about 15.87, and that's around about 19.38 in USD. So if you're in America, you're roughly looking around about 526 to 540 for a best value quarter ounce gold coin. Now, I've got a few of the Tudor Beasts here. We're going to be getting the next Tudor Beast very, very soon, which will be the Seymour Unicorn. So you should be able to see that on the channel, if not next week, maybe the week after, by the time this video is released. And I'll also be getting the 1 ounce as well, and I'll put my other 1 ounces out to take a video as well, so you can see the full set. But we've got some pretty cool stuff coming. So anyway, the challenge, what we are planning to do, what I will probably do is buy not the next Tudor Beast, because that will be number 4. Number 5 should be in spring, so I'll probably buy number 6 Tudor Beast with it. Or I might buy the Sovereign of 2025, because this challenge will be roughly for the next year. We're going to put away £10 a week if you're in the UK. So if you prefer to do it monthly, you could put 40 obviously in one go. But it's nice to break it down into small denominations, like £10 in the UK. You might get a cheap lunch at somewhere that's relatively cheap to eat. I don't know, maybe the fast food restaurants like McDonald's. A little bakery or something. We're not talking a sit-down meal, but £10, it's about a lunch if you're not very hungry. Maybe you get coffee and a cake or something, but it's not going to buy you a great deal of stuff, basically, with this £10. So the plan is, if you're in the US, you'll do a $12 a week, and we want this money to be a small amount that isn't really that noticeable for you. So it's not like you're going through any hardships, you're not skimping on electricity and perhaps, eating beans on toast for the month. But you're just popping away £10 every month into a nice little pot, into a box, or if you're doing it online and you're banking, you could do it into a spare bank account, for example, or something like that. So however you want to do that logistically, all up to you. So starting the first week in December, I'm going to begin then. I'm going to put £10 a week away. And at the moment, a £10 a week for 42 weeks would roughly get me a quarter ounce. Now, we want to buy ourselves a roughly quarter ounce, so maybe it'll be a sovereign, maybe it'll be a quarter ounce, Maybe it'll be some Latin Monetary Union coin if that's what you're into. Whatever it is, all good. But what we're going to do is buy it ourselves in December of next year. So we're planning ahead. We're going to build a bit of discipline and a bit of, just maybe a bit of creativity, how you can get that £10 a week or $12 a week. And we're just going to let it pile up nicely, not be tempted to burn through it, waste it on something. We'll just keep adding to it every month, every week, and eventually we will have, in a year's time, we'll have enough to buy our quarter ounce or our sovereign or whatever it might be. So the reason we've got a £10 a week, it's a nice round number, we like round numbers, but also it gives us a little bit of flexibility in the end. So in theory, you might hit this 42 weeks around about October. If gold price happens to be down around that time and perhaps cheaper than these, then you could, go ahead and jump in. If you think the gold price is a bit high, you can obviously take the option to wait a little bit and, treat yourself for Christmas of next year. So we're looking ahead a little bit. And yeah, to me, I think it would be a good idea to add my quarter ounce of whatever is the sixth coin. So we'll have the fourth soon, and then the fifth probably in spring, I guess, just going off, the recent releases. And then in the fall of next year, we should have the next one. So it'll be a nice way of getting it for money that you don't really see go, if that makes sense. It's easier to, put the money aside a little bit, and you won't really notice it gone from your weekly budget, I don't think. If you will, maybe you need a smaller amount, going for a tenth. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I think, like I say, £10 a month should be fine for most people. Obviously, if you wanted to do the full ounce, you could put £40 a week in there. But the point of this challenge is really to make it so that it's extra to what we would have, and we'll end up with more gold than what we would have had without really noticing. Sorry, I keep knocking the camera. Without really noticing, it leaving. So we're not really noticing that outlay. And like I say, a bonus coin for the stack will be all good. So these are my 2 new coins this week, and there's a few more coming. So we'll talk to you soon.